This is the plaintiff, Herbert Shaw. He says he and the defendant went on a Vegas trip. He laid out all the money for airfare, hotel, and even gambling money. The defendant, as it turns out, is a low-down deadbeat because he won't pay him back. Someone once told him, the more you lend out to friends, the fewer friends you will have. Oh, well. He's suing for $695.94. The amount still owed. This is the defendant, Fritz Luxama. He says he was laid off from work before the trip and told the plaintiff he couldn't go due to a lack of funds. The plaintiff said he'd pay for everything because he really wanted to go and gave the impression that trip was going to be on him. He was dumbfounded when 2 weeks later the guy tells him it's time to pay up. And now, 2 years later, is being sued? Come on. He's accused of crapping out on a loan.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Herbert Shaw.
Yes.
You are suing what I presume is your former friend, Fritz Luxama, for $695.94 in charges, including interest that you say you incurred on his behalf for a trip you two took together and then he's never paid you for.
Correct.
All right, what happened?
Basically, I met the defendant in 2007. We worked together. We agreed in late 2008 to go to Las Vegas for the Adult Entertainment Expo as well as the Consumer Electronics Show.
Okay, hold on.
Slow down.
Start all over.
Okay.
Do not relax. Don't read. Tell me about your case.
Okay.
All right. Where were you guys going?
We were going to Las Vegas. We were going for the Adult Entertainment Expo as well
What's
as
the Adult Entertainment Expo?
porn convention.
You were going to a porn convention?
No,
Yeah.
I was going for the electronic convention, the CES convention.
Sure he was.
Hold on. You were going for the what?
The CES convention.
What's that?
It's an electronic convention that's held in Las Vegas during that time.
At the same time
Yes.
as the porn convention?
Well, to my knowledge,
Well, you said yes. You said it.
I mean,
then you said, wait a minute, to my knowledge. So you were either going to a geek convention or to a porn convention, and according to you, you were going to the porn convention.
We were going for both, actually.
You were going for both. Okay, well, well-rounded individuals. Okay, and this was because you were working for a major electronics store, correct?
No, this was actually part of something. I was working as a reporter back then, and this was just coverage.
Okay. Do you still work for that store?
No. Both
Okay.
we were working at the same store up until 2009. He was laid off in January. I was laid off in May.
Okay. So when was the convention?
The convention was in January.
Had you already been laid off by the time you were going?
No.
I had been laid off.
You have been laid off?
Yes, I was laid off December 29th, 4 days after Christmas.
Okay. Oh, that was good of them to wait 4 days. All right, so you already have plans for the trip, correct?
Plans. Nothing was booked yet.
Okay.
We just planned.
And now you've lost your job.
Yes.
And you're supposed to leave when?
The beginning of January.
So when you say nothing was booked and you were fired on the 29th, how could nothing be booked if it's the beginning of January?
To my knowledge, nothing was booked. I didn't book anything. I didn't.
Okay, and according to you, he didn't book anything because he had you booking it.
Correct.
All right, your flight was it a flight?
It was a flight and hotel.
Okay, and the flight was supposed to leave when?
On January 8th.
January 8th. And do you have any documentation about when that flight was booked?
Yes. This right here has the confirmation that was sent to me on October 22nd, 2008.
Okay, may I see that? So according to him, it was booked in October.
Okay.
Well, I'm asking you.
Well, I had no idea of when it was booked
But
because it
most
wasn't
people
booked on.
don't book a ticket for someone else unless the person has an idea. Most people don't do that because this stuff is non-refundable. Did you end up going on the trip?
I ended up going on the trip, yes.
Okay, well, did you end up paying anything for the trip?
No, I did not.
And why not?
I was under the impression that the trip was covered completely by him, given the fact that I had lost my job.
Why were you under that impression?
Because I let him know that I had no intentions on going on the trip because I just lost my job. I had no money to pay for it. I was going through a difficult
But by
time.
then, if the airline tickets had already been paid
I didn't
for,
know when they were booked. I was never informed on when it was booked. I was under the impression that we were going on the trip.
Have you ever flown before?
Before that occasion, yes.
Do you think it's like a bar where you just show up and stand in line and a bouncer lets you in?
No.
You know that you have to book the tickets in advance.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So I guess I'm having a little difficulty with the idea that before he booked them, you bailed. I don't have difficulty with the idea of you telling him, man, I don't have any money now to pay for this, and you guys may be working something out, but then you didn't pay anything. So that's where I'm having
what I was explaining to him. I said, he told me that the trip was, like, he's ready to go do about the trip, but I was like, I don't think I'd be able to do it because I currently have no job. I have no way of going about doing this. And he was like, I got you. We'll just go ahead and do it.
I got you. And when is this conversation taking place?
Towards the end of December, like right around the time when I got fired.
Okay. And according to you, the conversation goes differently. How does it go?
Well, I actually have an email that I forwarded to him, as well as Facebook conversations that told him of when we were leaving and we were going to arrive in Las Vegas.
Is there ever any hesitation or email back on his part saying, I can't do it, I don't have any money, whatever else?
He did say that he didn't really want to go because he couldn't afford it. I did say, don't worry, I got you right now. Just when you get back on your feet, you can start paying me back.
Okay. Now, is that discussion memorialized in any of the emails or the postings?
It's in my Facebook conversation.
Okay. Let's see the Facebook conversation. What am I going to see now, Mr. Luxama?
I have no idea.
Well, you wrote it.
I can't.
Wait. See, I don't go on Facebook because I'm a grown-up. So I prefer not to engage in the endless, mindless hours of chit-chat that my children do. But when you grown men want to go on Facebook and memorialize a little something that's going to come bite you later in the hands, what is it? Don't you think you ought to remember what you wrote?
To be honest with you,
say it, forget it, write it, regret it, huh?
I don't recall ever having a conversation in that kind of context.
Did you? Well, when you got sued, because I assume there's some conversations or him trying to hound you to get the money back before you got sued.
Yes.
Did you stop and think, did I write any evidence? I haven't even looked down yet. I don't know what I'm going to say. But you ought to know what you're going to say. Because whenever a human being, especially a grown man like you, writes stuff down, he ought to remember.
That is true. That is true.
I know, you look uncomfortable. I'm comfortable as can be.
I'm fine, actually.
I'm nice and comfy. Now I'm going to put my glasses on.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see.
Okay.
Incorrect. The font is so small, I'm still not going to see.
I apologize for that, Your Honor.
Would you be surprised that a lot of people go to porn conventions in Las Vegas?
Yes.
You would be surprised. Would you be surprised?
Absolutely not.
Would you be surprised?
Absolutely not. I'll second that.
Big smiles down here going inside the courtroom.
Mr. Shaw,
Yes.
you two are chatting, I guess, back and forth about the airfare. And you say, it seems we could save upward of $100 if we depart from Westchester Airport. My father's trying to orchestrate everything. As long as the hotels are safe, we are good. I am sending in the press registration forms when I get back from Cali in 3 weeks. Plenty of time to plan still. Your father was trying to orchestrate everything so you can go to a porn convention?
I actually went with my father in 2006
To the porn convention?
Yeah.
Well. March. This is after the trip, correct? Because
Correct.
the trip was in January of 2009.
Correct.
Do you remember what else, I'll just say stunk, about our Vegas flights? I'm about to book round trip to Charlotte, and I'm sure about flying that airlines again. Blah, blah, blah. And he answers, just the layover and whatnot, that's it. Then you say, what is the soonest you can make the first payment? How is your next paycheck? That's on March 19th. And he responds, payments will start in April. Send the original note of what I owe you again. And then Mr. Shaw says, okay, will biweekly payments work for you? And Mr. Luxama says, I will let you know. And Mr. Shaw says, in April, a month later, I really, really need that money. It's been over 3 months. Preferably, if you can take care of my next flight to Seattle, I will deduct it from your total. I'd also like to be paid back in full before June. And then you start to ignore him. Okay. So tell me what part about payments will start in April, send the original note of what I owe you again, proves to me your convenient version now that you were always supposed to pay zero.
Because after the trip, he like 2 weeks after the trip, he said, when are you going to pay me back? And I was dumbfounded in a sense that I thought the trip was on him. I had no intentions on paying him back, so he kept hounding me.
Okay, now I want you to put yourself in my shoes. Mm-hmm. You're a judge.
Yes.
You got to decide every day one person in your courtroom is a liar. In a case like this, one of you is lying because a person knows darn well whether they're supposed to pay something back. You're telling me it's him who's lying. He's telling me it's you who are lying. And then you got caught with your pants down on Facebook, admitting that you're going to make payments and saying, oh, I'll start next month making payments.
Payments back after continuous hounding me. I just
Really? Because that's not, I see, here's the thing I usually find when someone says that. I will see emails back and forth saying, what do you mean? That was something you were going to cover. No, it wasn't. You're supposed to pay me back. Dude, I had no idea. Blah, blah, blah. All right, listen, our friendship is valuable to me. Can I start making payments? I don't feel I owe it, but I don't see any of that.
Because that's
I
not,
just see
it's not
you.
there.
It's not there because it didn't happen.
See, he doesn't have it with
Then
him.
no, why don't you give it to me?
I don't have it.
Then you have zero proof of what you're saying, and the proof is totally against you and makes you out in this courtroom today to be the liar. My verdict is for the plaintiff in the amount of $695.94.
Well, that was pretty damning evidence. Come on in here. What's your reaction to the outcome here? You were nailed on that.
I mean, there's nothing I could really say about it. I was under the impression that he was going to cover the trip. I
think we heard that.
Yeah, I had no clue that he was even going to take me to court.
Why? I mean, there's the evidence. You say, well, what do I owe you when my payments will begin? What does that sound like to you?
That's the evidence that he decided to submit. There was previous evidence that he had, for some reason, didn't decide to give. When she submitted that information, it said March. That was 3 months after the actual trip itself. So something has to be missing between that and there.
So what's the state of your friendship now?
I mean, I have no ill will towards him.
Oh,
He had to do what he had to do.
You
but
think
I mean,
he has any toward you? Head right around the corner there. Come on in here. Satisfied how this comes out?
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think happened here?
Look, he's not a bad guy. He just missed a couple payments. He's a good guy. Like he said, he doesn't have any ill will toward me. I don't have any ill will toward him. I mean, the man has a kid.
You don't think he tried to stick you with the bill?
Yeah, but you saw how it turned out.
Okay, so no ill will. You guys are buddies. You going out after?
We're still friends on Facebook. I'd love to go and get a drink with him. Why not? I'll pay for it.
All right, Harvey.
So if somebody gives you a gift and there's any possibility that they're going to try to turn that into a loan at a later date, just send them a note, send them an email and say, thank you so much for the wonderful gift. That will help you immensely if that person turns on you and sues you claiming it's a loan.